Guys, it's Mars here, and I just had to talk about something that a lot of people go through. Even me myself have went through it in the past. And that thing is insecurity, worrying about what people think about you too much. And I'm here to give you a good serving of facts. Now, people do not think about you as much as you think they think about you. And that's something that really needs to be said. Like, people are out here being like, oh, I have one pimple, a very tiny pimple on my chin, and if I go outside, the whole world is going to look at it and judge me for it, think, oh, she's a piece of face, and I gotta cover it up with like 10 layers of makeup, or I'm not going to feel like I'm secure. Like, bro, ain't nobody care about that pimple. Ain't nobody is so focused on you. And even like, okay, so things you might be insecure about. Like, let's say you're fat. Like, I'm fat. People have bullied me for that in the past. But the thing is that even the people who do bully, even the people who are mean, those people will probably just go on with their day after that. Probably forget everything they say. Like, they might say something about what you did, what you look like. Then they're just gonna go on with their day and forget all about it. Like, they're not gonna be thinking all night about, oh, this person forgot to comb their hair today. Like, the person might come up to you and be like, oh, your hair looks unkempt, or they might like make a joke about it or something. They're not gonna be thinking about it all night, up at night, like, oh, this one coworker came to work and did not comb their hair properly. People, like, do not really care that much, honestly. Even, like, judgmental people who look at you, people who will criticize you, these people, like, aren't really thinking about it that much. It does not change their impression of you that much. Things like acne. Like, if you genuinely did something wrong, like if you just did something really mean, of course people are going to judge you for that. Of course people are going to be upset with you, and it might come up. Like, even if you did something really embarrassing, like you fell down, okay, a lot of people laughed. Maybe people might tell the story later at family reunions or something, but people aren't going to like be thinking about you. It's not really going to change their impression of you that much. Like, of course, if you're always coming around unkempt and just overall just looking terrible every day, people might say something about it. It might change people's impression of you. But like, a few mishaps or like small mistakes in your appearance, like maybe a stain on your shirt, maybe a string in your hair, a pimple on your nose, even like I hear people being like insecure about scars. Like, people, it's not going to really change people's opinion of you that much. And people whose opinion of you is so affected by like petty things like that, people who are not worth your time, people who are that judgmental of you, not worth your time. Like, okay, so put it into perspective. You're insecure, all right? I want you to do this exercise. Go to a place where there's a lot of people. Pick one person and then just look at them and then think about what thoughts come to your head. Like, a few thoughts might come to your head, like, oh, that person is holding the bag for Dick's Sporting Goods. Maybe they play sports or something. Or that person has like brown hair. The person's eyes are nice. Maybe you might even think some negative things about them, like, oh, that person could use better style. But then you go home, you're probably going to forget about it. And even if you don't, you're probably just going to like save it as a funny antidote. You're not going to be like out here really change your opinion of that person that much. Like, you know, but when I see people walking down the street, unless there's something like really standoutish about you, like when I see people who like have something that really stands out about them, of course I'm gonna think about it. Maybe I might even make judgment stuff about it. I'm not going to lie. everybody judges people, even the least judgmental people. Like, I'm not a very judgmental person. I don't really bully people or stuff much, but even I judge people, and I'm not going to pretend I don't, because then I would be lying. But still, most of the time when I see people walking down the street, I don't even think about them. Like, their image reflects across my cornea and goes into my brain, but I didn't really think any conscious thoughts about it. If I did, it's like, oh, there's a person. Oh, there must be people out here today. Oh, a lot of people out here today. If I don't really know the person or anything, I'm not really thinking much about them. Even when I go to school, like, sometimes I do look at people. Sometimes I think people might made some interesting choices. Sometimes I might go around, think I want to talk to this person. Sometimes I might think about something a person said or did. But I'm really not judging any of these people harshly. But yet, some of these people in their head, I know some of these people are thinking, oh, I wonder if Mars saw the fact that my hair is messy, or I wonder if Mars noticed my scar or my birthmark, and she must be thinking XYZ about me. Trust me, she ain't thinking nothing about you. And if she is thinking something about you, like, it's like not really consequential. Like, even if people do think bad things about you, how is that really that consequential? Like, it's one thing if, like, everybody in the world just absolutely despises you, no one wants anything to do with you. But, like, a few people make some harsh judgments about you, say some insensitive things about you, bully you, stuff like that. It's not a big deal. Like, these people barely have any sort of effect on your life at all. And I don't get why people are out here so afraid of what people think about them and so insecure. Like, there's this effect. It's called the spotlight effect. Every single person has probably dealt with it at some point. You think people are looking at you more than they actually are. And the truth is, even though people are looking at you, even though people are thinking about you, even though people are forming opinions about you, they're not doing it as much as you think they are. And if they are, they're not doing it as harshly as you probably think they are. The thoughts in that person's head are probably not about what you think they're about. Like, when a person is insecure, when the person is affecting the spotlight effect, they're succumbing to the effects of the spotlight effect. Person might think, oh, so there's a guy over there walking his dog. Let's say I was succumbing to the spotlight effect, be like, oh, this guy over here, he must be thinking that this color, just giving an example, does not suit me, and he must be laughing at me. When this guy over here, he's walking his dog, he's probably thinking, oh, I wonder how many minutes left until supper. Oh, I gotta run to the store and get some, let's just say, peas for my dinner tonight. Oh, I gotta make sure that I bring that document to work. Or maybe he's even thinking about his insecurities. Maybe he's like, oh, I did not comb my hair well today. I really hope that that person across the street does not notice that my hat is covering up a bad hairdo. But most of the time, people's thoughts are not directed towards your insecurities. Most of the time when people see you, they think good or neutral thoughts about you. And when they do think negative thoughts, most of the time, those thoughts will be kept to the person. Those thoughts person will try to be at least polite enough not to let their thoughts about you affect you. And even if they do, okay, you might feel a little bit upset. Okay, maybe that person was a person you really wanted to like you, but this person doesn't like you. Okay, move on from it. There is 8 billion people in this world, and you're out here worrying about one small person, one speck in the universe. You're worried about that person. And this person does not like you. Go on and find another person. So many people in this world, so many places you can go to find people, and you're still here worrying about this one person. But I just had to say, all right? So next time you feel insecure, think about if you saw the thing you're insecure about on another person and what you would think about it, all right? And a lot of things that you might be insecure about, like a lot of people are insecure about self-harm scars or whatever. People are like, oh, people are going to see, people are going to question it. Yes, it's true. People might see it. People might question it. But the thing is, people are probably not going to be judgmental or harsh. And these people are probably going to question you from a point of view of concern. They want to help you. And you could probably use that help. I'm just saying. So next time you feel insecure, just take the spotlight off of you. Think about something else. And if you're really insecure, just think about if you saw that trait in another person and how you would feel. All right? Don't be so hard on yourself. And even though I say people don't think about you as much as you think they do, there are people who care about you. There are people who love you. There are people who want to be your friend, whether you think it or not. Like, people are not going to be at your feet laying down all the time. People are not going to probably be kneeling at your feet and saying, oh, so-and-so is so great, so-and-so is so awesome. But people are also still care about you, even though they might not always seem like they care, even though they might not always seem like they're thinking about you. People care about you, all right? So go on your day with that knowledge.